Hi there, Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre, talking to you today about the Billabong SGX 3-2 summer wetsuit for 2013. Just got this wetsuit in. Hasn't changed a lot between the winter season and the summer season. It's a very popular wetsuit with people that don't like wearing a wetsuit. Someone that's looking for a very lightweight, performance, flexible wetsuit. Okay. If you've already looked at the Revolution or the video for the Revolution, there's really not a huge amount of difference in terms of the construction of the wetsuit, in terms of the seams and everything like that. The real principal difference with this and other wetsuits lies in the quality of neoprene. The standard sort of ultra stretch neoprene is quite common in a mid-range suit, but what they're using in the SGX, which makes it so light and so flexible, is the Japanese Yamamoto neoprene. And the Yamamoto neoprene is basically traditionally used for triathlete wetsuits where you need a huge amount of flexibility running through the whole suit. But they've introduced it into the suits for surfing, windsurfing, kite surfing, that kind of thing, and it makes the suit incredibly lightweight. Billabong previously boasted this as the most lightweight wetsuit on the market. Obviously that might have been sort of taken on now by O'Neill with the Techno Butter, or it might be sort of similarities, but still, having said that, very, very lightweight, great looking wetsuit. Extremely light then, very non-absorbent, so it stays light when you're actually wearing it in the water. That's the key sort of benefit of this suit, and 100% of this wetsuit is made of that Yamamoto material, so really flexible and extraordinarily light, especially because it's a 3-2. Minimal panels in the suit, so to really promote flexibility throughout the whole wetsuit, just one huge panel across the whole front part of the suit, so that gives unrivaled flexibility, especially combined with the quality of neoprene. And it's the same on the back as well, just one big piece of neoprene all around the bum and around the back, and around the sort of panels here as well, just to make sure that all your paddle zones and your stretch across the whole back piece there as well, no seams, is going to be really, really flexible and going to have loads of movement in the suit, so it's going to feel fantastic when you're in the water. Loads of little touches on the suit, as you would imagine. You've got sort of like divots out the back of the knee to give it a better bend, promotes better bend in the knee. How much you'd actually notice a difference there, I really don't know, but there we go. And other things like around the collar, it's a pinched in collar, so the seam is very, very thin, or the sort of the finish on the suit is very thin, sits nice against your neck, stops flush throughs, feels really comfortable. A dip in the collar just underneath your Adam's apple, make sure it's really comfortable. The inside of the collar you've got smooth skin, so it's no rash and keeps you comfy there. Standard sort of knee pads, the Duraflex knee pads, which stops any wear through, stops the suit wearing through on the knees, gives it a longer shelf life. Which brings me on to the seams. Previously the SGX didn't have any sort of liquid taping on it, really just to really give loads of flexibility. But for some reason, I don't know why, they've gone back to liquid taping, and it might be down to sort of durability to give the suit a longer shelf life. So you have got some of that liquid taping just on the outside, running through some of the seams now here, so around the arms, around the crotch region as well. It really does make the suit last a lot longer, and obviously make sure that no water gets through, but it might restrict the flex a little bit. But having said that, I haven't tried the suit. So one thing they have done is similar to the Revolution, they've dropped the liquid taping on the seams around the arm as well, so you've got a huge amount of flex around there, so you don't really sort of need it, and they go back to the standard glued and blind stitching there. The whole suit is glued and blind stitched anyway, but then obviously liquid taped to stop any water and make it really robust. So as you can see on the arms, you've got the standard sort of like liquid taping on the inside of the suit, and that does run the whole way up. So they've liquid taped it on the inside here, a little bit thinner, just to make sure you've got more flexibility on the arm. So, as I said before, a real performance wetsuit, very stripped down. It's got the chest zip system on it. Chest zip goes from in to out, so it's a bit easier to get on and off. Don't sort of fiddle around the zip too much. On the inside, you've got the Drymax system here, basically, which is a slightly different part chest zip system. Allows it to be easier to get in and out of. You've got the key loop on the inside here, and there are two pieces of neoprene which are sort of married up together, create a bit of a flap here, stop any water getting in. Any water that does come through the side of the chest or through the neck is diverted out of these sort of punch holes on the front of the suit, the drain holes should I say, and around the back there as well. It just stops any sort of water collecting in the chest zip or going into the suit itself. So the Drymax system, the idea being that you can open up nice and wide the two pieces of neoprene there, so it's less difficult to actually get into. Okay, if I reach inside the suit, which I do when you're sort of trying on chest zip anyway, then that's the best way to put it on. Make it like a pair of shorts or a pair of trousers, so you can just slip it on up and over, and then pull the arms up and over your body. But if I reach inside the suit, you can see what's going on inside. Now, traditionally, Billabong, for their ultra stretch neoprene, they have a sort of pink coloured neoprene. and that's basically indicates that that panel on the wetsuit is ultra stretch. But moving up above that, then with the Yamamoto neoprene, they've got a sort of a more blue panel, and the blue panel indicates sort of the Yamamoto neoprene. As you can see, the majority of that wetsuit the whole way through is Yamamoto. I think it all is actually. I don't know why that top part's particularly black. But as you can see, there's no liquid taping on the majority of the suit, which gives more flexibility, just around the sort of key areas where you need a bit more strength. So around the chest zip system, around the knees, those sort of areas, and around the inside of the arms, just to give it a bit more shelf life. But an incredibly lightweight wetsuit. So really sort of can't explain how light it is to actually sort of pick one up. And so it's going to feel great in the water, it's going to be extremely flexible, it's going to be hard wearing because of the liquid taping, so it should last you quite a few seasons. Great looking wetsuit, and definitely a recommendation for someone that's looking for a top end suit, and lightness and flexibility is their key priority for them.